Which brings us to our team of the week. Sectional girls soccer champions and state finalists last year, undefeated the year before. It's soccer in the wild.
No, they're going for Blue starting with it, so you're on defense.
Good job. Yeah. Good job. Get a clean touch in if we can.
Good job, Hogan.
As the smallest public high school in Monroe County, Wheatland Chili exists in relative obscurity. But the Wildcats are more than relevant in the fall, when the girls' soccer team is a force to be reckoned with.
I love it. I love it here. I don't know, whenever I'm playing, I'm smiling. I have a good time playing with it. I love playing with my sister, too.
Hanna and her sister, singular, are part of the success story out here. Hanna and Abbey Callaghan are twins, and even more unusual, Division I college soccer prospects at Wheatland, a Class D school. They are two of 5 players on the Wheatland roster to play club soccer for the elite junior Rhinos. Another major element, the steady hand of the longest tenured coach in the section, Gary Ward.
This is an offensive game. Have it, Julia, have it. Woo! She has no mercy.
A former player himself at Rush Henrietta and the U of R, Ward got into the coaching game late. He was 37 when appointed the head coach of the then Wheatland Chili Scotsmen. But 35 years later, at the age of 72, he's still on the job.
It's much more free-flowing. I mean, in the old days when I first started, it was a really unsophisticated game. People stayed on the same side of the field and stayed in their same channel, stayed in their same position. And now it's a very creative game where kids play all over the field and a lot of interchange in positions. And we're trying to get our kids to play that way this year, particularly. So that's the biggest thing. And plus, the skill level of the kids is way advanced from when I first started. And the conditioning level is better. And they've had, obviously, better off-season training. There's a lot more quality club teams for them and camps that they go to. Everything has improved, and the kids have improved as a result.
But Ward is still learning on the job. Wheatland Chili was undefeated in the regular season 2 years ago and lost in sectionals.
After going undefeated and then playing as poorly as we did in the sectional game, it was a wake-up call for me, and after a week or two of the hurt got over, we just said, listen, we've got to toughen our schedule, and we've got to make sure these kids know how to bounce back from adversity. And the only way to do that is to get some opponents on our schedule that, we're going to either have to fight like heck to beat, or they're going to beat us, and we're going to learn from it.
And 1 year later, you're in the state finals.
In the state finals 1 year later, after starting that season 3 and 4.
His methods work, his program succeeds. His kids love him.
He's very old school. Like, before games, he always gives these talks in the hallway, and something about it, it gets to you. I don't know what about it, but he pushes us extremely hard.
I just enjoy being able to help kids, accomplish their goals, and also, as I said to you earlier, using soccer as a vehicle, to help them learn, carryover skills that are going to be with them the rest of their lives. And I think, soccer is one thing. I love the game and all that, but it's that other part that I think is the most rewarding, is when the kids really get it. I mean, when we finally had it all together at the end of last season, it was an unstoppable group of it was a team. It wasn't just 25 individuals. It was a real team, and that's a beautiful thing to see.